Thank you, Rolf. Thank you, Eddie and Kai, everyone, for being so patient. This is immersion component validation workstream. It's very newly formed. In fact, I am looking for a co-lead. But after this, I don't know who wants to join. It's like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. So the component validation workstream, why does this workstream needed is because that currently there's no defined process procedures or standards to certify components when it comes to immersion cooling. So it's understandable that there's so many aspects to a data center, to IT equipment, that the components is so many areas that needs attention. But this is what we are trying to address. So the purpose of the work stream is to map out a process and methodology to validate immersion components. We're going to start out with optical cables, but as we all know that there's also requirements for immersed copper cables. So we may address that. The scope of the work stream may expand as needed, but the purpose is to create an overall general framework that connectivity cable manufacturers, copper or optical, can sort of have a roadmap and guideline, a framework that then the standardization body can create standards for specific to immersion application, and then the end user would have some sort of validated assurance and certainty when they select certified products for immersion. But it's a step-by-step process. And there's going to be a lot of stakeholders involved in this workstream activity to enable this. It's definitely not a single party endeavor. So we're seeking partners. The workstream is seeking partners from various parts of the immersion ecosystem. We understand that simply doing testing and validation on a component level in our own lab is not sufficient. It needs to be real life condition, which means in a fully running tank loaded condition, to look at how this impact fluid, how does it impact signal integrity, and so forth, and other challenges and hurdles that you mentioned. All those key issues all apply, right? Our main goal for the work stream is to help and contribute back to the community and the industry. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So material compatibility is only one aspect that immersion cables need to address, but there are other aspects such as reliability, signal integrity, and interoperability. All these are no different than a standard air-cooled version. On top of that, there are things to consider, such as the changes in different fluid, different thermal characteristics, because it's no longer in the air fluid. It's now in a liquid fluid, right? And potentially in the two-phase scenario, there may be gaseous fluid as well. So the validation process needs to be in the environment as close to real life as possible, and not just, as I mentioned before, in a test lab environment. The work stream is by invitation, and our goal is that each category will have one manufacturer, one participant. That way we can encourage deeper sharing of their knowledge and domain expertise, right? Okay. Yeah. And this the participant may not be just manufacturers, but also system integrators and fluid manufacturers and tank enclosures, different types of tank enclosures. So we're seeking participants to join. So some of the products that here's an example of the products that we will put through the testing. Optical cables that are multi-mode, single mode, and also single rate or dual rate. And then in the active optical cable or in the pigtail format, pigtails basically terminate in the connector, so they can be connected directly to a patch cord. And then copper type of cabling as well, because there is a need for, there remains a strong need for copper, right? And then also, there are certain applications where we see the immersion system being deployed into harsher environments. So not just the standard 0 to 70 or 0 to maybe beyond the 0 to 70. This is a picture of sharing some of the work that we have already done internally. This is a tank, a custom-built tank, 1.5 meter depth, and the testing temperature was at 85 degrees and 2,000 hours. We have run the checkpoints at 168 hours, at 500 hours, 1,000 hours, and finally at 2,000 hours. And we measured the transmit power, receiver sensitivity, IMS margin. And there's another version of the test setup. So we have multiple testing methodologies and setup ongoing at the same time. So this one's testing with BERT, right? Oh, okay. This version doesn't have the test reports. Okay, yeah, but. Yeah, so this is the beginning of the work stream. So we will be reaching out individually to various potential partners. I know GRC has agreed to participate, and then we need additional suppliers to participate to make it a collaborative process. And in the days coming forward, we hope to have periodic updates to share with everyone. All right, thank you. I apologize for the technical difficulty. Thanks.